After countless labors and victories, Heracles, the greatest hero of Greece, stood at the edge of his destiny. The world knew him as a slayer of monsters, a champion of gods and men. But even the mightiest of mortals cannot escape the hand of fate. One day, Heracles journeyed home with his beloved wife, Deianira. They reached the golden waters of the river Evenus. There, waiting in silence, stood Nessos, a centaur whose shadow hid a darker truth. He offered safe passage, but destiny had already sharpened its claws. As the waters raged, Nessos revealed his true nature. He seized Deianira, his intentions vile, his strength unyielding. But on the far bank, Heracles' fury burned brighter than the storm. He drew his mighty bow, and with Hydra's venom dripping from its point, unleashed justice in a single strike. The arrow found its mark. Nessos staggered, venom coursing through his veins like liquid fire. With his final breath, he whispered a curse, a poisoned seed of jealousy and fear, planted deep within Deianira's heart. The monster was slain, but tragedy had only begun. Years passed. Heracles triumphed in battle after battle, yet Deianira's heart grew heavy with doubt. Whispers of another woman poisoned her thoughts. And so, in desperation, she remembered the centaur's dying words. By torchlight, her trembling hands soaked a white robe in the cursed blood, believing it would bind Heracles' love forever. But what she held was not devotion, it was death. When Heracles donned the robe, horror erupted. The cloth clung to his flesh, fused to his skin, burning with the venom of Hydra. His muscles writhed, his voice thundered in agony across mountains. No blade could cut it away. No river could wash it clean. The greatest of mortals, undone not by sword or beast, but by love twisted into fear. On the windswept peak of Mount Oeta, Heracles faced his final trial. Scarred, broken, yet unbowed, he gathered wood with his own hands. He built the pyre that would end his mortal suffering. As storm clouds cracked and lightning crowned the sky, Heracles lay upon the flames, choosing death as only a hero could. The fire roared. The mortal shell of Heracles was no more. But Heracles was not only mortal. Born of Zeus, his divine essence could not perish. From the ashes, a radiant form rose toward the heavens. Olympus opened its gates in blazing light. Zeus extended his hand. Athena stood in welcome. And even Hera, once his greatest enemy, looked on with solemn grace. Heracles, the son of thunder, had ascended. No longer bound by flesh, no longer tormented by fate, immortal at last, an eternal god. A symbol of strength, of suffering, and of triumph forever. Thus ended the mortal trials of Heracles, and thus began the legend, not of a man, but of a god who rose from pain into glory eternal. Thus ended the mortal trials of Heracles, and thus began the legend of a god eternal. If this tale moved you, if the fire of Olympus stirred your spirit, then join our journey. Honor the heroes, walk among the gods. Like this story, subscribe for more legends, and together, let us keep the myths alive.